Thank you for staying with us from 9 o'clock. You're just joining us. No man, you've missed quite a bit of information so far. Well, let's ask the consul, and I have some very, very special persons in the studio with me. My special friend. Well, both of them are friends of Jamaica, but I know you all love the Consul General, Michael Schimmel. And I should probably go to the lady first, Deputy Consul General Catherine Farrell.
Hello.
Good to have you.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
I wonder why this is your first time.
Well, I just arrived last month.
Ah.
So this is my first opportunity to be with you.
Good to have you. And tell me, what's the first patois word you have learned? I'm sure Mr. Schimmel has taught you one.
Well, I have to confess, I had to jump on him there. It's not my first time in Jamaica.
Yes.
I actually first came here 30 years ago as a Peace Corps volunteer.
We are quite aware of the work of the Peace Corps workers in Jamaica.
Lived up in the hills in Gordontown, taught at Jonestown Primary School, and worked at the National Library. So I first came here as a newlywed, came back about 15 years ago to work at the embassy with a house full of children, and now I'm back again as a granny. So Jamaica's been a big part of my life. Wonderful to be back.
You still don't tell me the patois word yet, I said in patois as yet,
I'm trying to make sure I don't say anything wrong.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, man, it's really good.
But I must say, ever since we first come here, there's been certain phrases that have never left our family vocabulary, and we all still say whoppin', whoppin' man, all the time.
Whop man.
Nobody ever asks how they're doing in our family.
Whop
it's
man.
Always whoppin'.
Whop man. All right, it's good to have you back here serving your country and serving us too.
Thank you.
And of course, my very special friend. Listen, I think I'm buying a friend, but he's such he has a wonderful personality, warm personality, and I think we ought to give him his citizenship. I know you all love him. Consul General Michael Schimmel, good to have you.
Thank you, my BFF. Very nice to be here this morning. Thank you.
And I heard you had what, Thanksgiving?
We did, and I wanted to give you a little diorama, a representation of Thanksgiving for you to cherish.
Let me go across.
See if you can show those to your... Oh, this is a radio program. See if you can show those to your listeners.
I'm looking at little... What do you call these now?
Well, those are ducks. But
they're ducks.
You can see that two of them are Native American ducks.
Indian?
And two of them are pilgrim ducks.
Okay.
And they're all looking very hungrily at a turkey duck.
I see.
Because last week was American Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And we know that many of your listeners celebrate Thanksgiving vicariously through their family members and friends who are in the United States.
And my sister was there.
There you go. And I'm sure she enjoyed a lovely Thanksgiving holiday.
Good morning, Elsa Smith. Yeah.
Yeah, there's just so much to be thankful for. We often talk in the consular section about how thankful we are to be in Jamaica, for example, because it's such a hospitable country. And this show is an example of that. It's so wonderful that you have us on, and how nice all of Jamaica is. And Catherine coming back here for the third time to this country.
And we really enjoy it. And persons have been sending text messages to me. They don't call, but they listen to this program all over the world, in the United States, Canada, all over. So for those who are listening, call your friends right now. Tell them that they can go on the internet at nationwideradiojm.com. That is nationwideradiojm.com. They can also download the application so that they can hear this program on your telephone. And I know that you have, after this program, you will post the program.
We'll post it on Facebook. Make sure you like our page. We have over 50,000 BFFs, and we look forward to more. So look for it on our Facebook page.
I'm going to take the break right now. You're listening to At Your Service here on Nationwide 90F. Consul General Michael Schimmel and Deputy Consul General Catherine Farrell. So I'm sure you have had challenges or concerns. This is the time to call the program and get your questions answered. Let me just remind you of the landlines that you can call: 630-9371, 630-9372. 630-9373 and 630-9374. Our cell number is 618-8255. Mr. Schimmel, I think you have some information that you want to let our listeners know about.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes.
You know, we work hard at the consulate section to make the applicant experience as convenient as possible. Yes. And you may have noticed driving along Old Hope Road, there are crowds of people outside on the sidewalk. Many of them have arrived 2, 3, 4 hours earlier than they need to be there. We really want to stress to the applicants that the time that they're assigned is the time that they should arrive. They don't have to worry about being late for their appointment because they only got there at the time indicated. That's the time we expect to see them at the gate, not in the building, but at the entrance.
They're probably getting a little bit too anxious.
Well, they come sometimes they just don't understand that the arrival time is what it is. So if you have a time, say it's 10 o'clock, don't arrive before 9:45. If you have an 11 o'clock time, you don't have to get there at 7. Come at 11 o'clock and you'll get in just fine, and you won't have as long a time to wait. We want it to be as minimally inconvenient as possible. We wish you didn't even have to come in, but the way the rules are, we have
to go by the rules.
Because as I said, we always want people to have as pleasant an experience as possible. Catherine and her colleague Jennifer Robertson, the new chief of NIV, who will be on the show soon, they've made it so that the applicants stream through very quickly once they get in. But if they arrive several hours early, then the day is needlessly long, and it's unpleasant for everybody.
Now, I know that some things that are not allowed in the embassy, for example,
good point. Thank you.
cell phones.
Anything electronic. Anything electronic.
Oh, I thought I thought it was only cell phones.
No, these are security regulations imposed worldwide at embassies. Nothing electronic.
Nothing electronic at all.
Electronic, yeah.
I think there's you have good reasons for that.
There are many reasons for it, but basically we emphasize to people, make it easy for yourself. Leave all those things at home. Now, you probably know on the sidewalk outside of the embassy there are people who will, for a modest fee,
I know.
they will safeguard those items that you should have left at home. All of those people are trying to make a living, and we have no reason to suspect they're up to anything other than what they say, but you can avoid the need for their services.
I must admit, we haven't had any reports of a bandula business or anything like that. So
nor have we.
Yeah, I think the persons living in that area, they realize that they earn a little bread, as they call it. So they make sure that things go right.
The spirit of entrepreneurialism.
There you go.
Exactly. The lines are free right now. I hope there's nothing wrong with our lines. That's quite unusual. Normally we'll be getting calls. So if you're there and you're listening to this program, give us a call right now. Get your questions answered. I don't want to go next door, go ask a friend, I met them advise upon visa matters. They don't know, and probably go to the embassy, they did something which is not correct. And them tell you how they wicked up at the embassy because you this then give no visa. No, you can't them can't use for them fat and fry you. So you make sure that you call this program.
You know, I said it just that way myself.
In a staff meeting, yes.
Really?
No.
And I'm sure, Catherine, you said, what did you say?
Wagwan.
You did. Now, generally, any other information in terms of any changes at all, or anything you think you want to remind us, Catherine? Because I know you keep singing the same song, but you just have to keep on singing the same song, because persons will still say that, oh, we did not know. So.
Okay. Well, the two things that we really did want to be sure to emphasize this morning is, we know that everybody's time is valuable.
Yes.
We also know that the weather here, it's either hot sunshine or pouring rain. And we don't want people to have to be out on the street caught in uncomfortable weather. We've planned our facilities. We've planned once people come through our gate, we have seating, we have cover for the number of people we've scheduled for that time.
Refreshments.
Yes, we really don't want
Hold on.
Well.
Did I hear it? What?
It's a concession stand. It's not catered, but we don't want to see people have to be waiting out on the street near traffic.
Yes.
People bring their children or whatever. We want everybody to be safe and comfortable. So really, don't worry that you're going to lose out on your interview if you're not there early. Come at the time that you're scheduled for. We'll see that you're in and out as quickly and as comfortably as we
possible.
can.
Right. I'll tell you what, I'm going to ask you to hold that.
Okay.
We talk to this caller, we can go back to that information.
Okay. Sure.
We have Keisha on the line. Good morning, Keisha. How are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm doing good. Calling from the country.
Which country now? Oh, tell Miss Trelawney.
St. Elizabeth.
Which country?
St. Elizabeth.
Okay, St. Elizabeth. You go right ahead.
But, this is a question that everybody asks, right?
Okay.
Why when they turn you down for a visa, why they don't give you back the money?
Okay.
Mike, probably I should ask her what she thinks.
Well, I was going to pass that to my colleague, Catherine. She's very good at money matters and explanations involving our costs.
Yes, Catherine.
I can understand certainly why you're asking that. The fee that you pay to apply for the visa, the fee is actually for the application process, not for the visa itself. So it's not a sale per se. It's not like you give us the money, we give you the visa. If we don't give you the visa, we can't refund that money. And that's a worldwide policy. That's not just something we do here. That's how all visa applications are handled.
Not just for U.S. visa applications.
No, I think every country does it the same way.
Mm-hmm.
It's an application fee, not a visa charge, I guess, is the way to think of it.
The next question on Mr. Darby, right? If you're applying for a visiting visa, what are some of the requirements?
What are the requirements?
Oh, the requirements for a visitor visa. Okay.
For the U.S., be specific.
Right. Well, one good way, in case I would miss anything here today, would be to advise you, you can always check our website for what the application procedures and the requirements are. That's the best place to make sure that you get your information right. You can pay the application fee, complete the application, schedule your appointment time, and we have a lot of good information on there about what else you might want to be prepared with. I would just say, complete the information completely and accurately, and when you have your interview, answer as much as you can to what the officer asks, that's your time to present your case to the officer. And, speak up. Don't just say you just want to travel. Tell us where you want to go and why. Tell us what your circumstances are here that will convince us that you're coming back after a short visit. And
Vice Consul Vernon Darby knows the most important thing you bring to the window
is yourself.
No. It was Kathy. Hello? Yeah. You heard that one?
Before I quickly go, Mr. Darby, what about somebody, you see, who don't know to utilize the internet and ask somebody to assist them, and they write on the thing what they wanted to write and not what the person told them to write?
That's a good point. Yes. Catherine, you want to answer that?
Well, it's your visa application, and you're responsible for that information, and you're putting your name to it, so you should always make sure what it is you're putting on. If somebody needs someone else to help them with the form, there's nothing magical or mysterious about the form. There's really no need to go pay somebody to do that form for you. Get a friend to help you fill it out, a family member. There's nothing...
I guess I'm missing the point that I'm asking. I said, what if the person cannot read? So he asked somebody to put it, and the person put what they wanted to put and not what the person wanted to put.
That's why I think it's important to make sure that it's somebody you trust that helps you fill out that form. Somebody that you know and trust. Because somebody who's charging you money for that form, they're not so interested in you. They're interested in what they're charging. So have somebody you know and trust help you with that.
Mike?
I can add as well, there are many very reputable travel agencies that actually offer a service, and I can believe from my interaction with those travel agencies, the reputable travel agencies offer a very clear-cut, objective assistance program that would not misrepresent you in any way. So you might consider that if you can't find a friend who can help you the way Catherine's described.
No, because the travel agencies, they are quite professional.
They're quite professional.
They're in the business for a very long time. So, caller, that's a good suggestion.
Thank you very much, Madam and Sir.
But you heard that point, though? Make sure you go to a travel agency. You say, don't ask somebody on the road, especially they're charging you money.
Start out, Mr. But not to talk for the people, you don't know.
Yeah, well, me don't know what, and guess what? Tell them someone ain't go there, see? Then just appoint me, say me vice consul. But guess what?
Ditto.
You go there.
Some people really shy, Mr. Darby, and they have some questions they want to ask. Which this right time them come ask me and me, can I really give them the answer? So now that you have the people them in the studio, me have to call.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
But guess what? Tell them say it's one document they must left for the yard. I bet you never tell me. One document.
Them not leave
on the yard.
What them national identification?
No, sir. Try again. One document they must left. And if they left for the yard, we then go there now go get the visa.
Them passport?
No, sir. That is important, you know.
The truth.
No, you see,
Yes.
you see your law. You see your law. You see how long it takes, yeah, man. They must always bring the document of truth.
You interacted,
Right.
Yes, yes. So you have and I love your spirit, you know. You have a wonderful day. It's really lovely hearing from you.
Bye-bye.
All the best then. All right, I think we have Elaine. Elaine, how are you doing? Sorry to keep you holding. Good to have you. Where are you calling from?
Good morning, Mr. Darby.
Oh, by the way, you have your
calling from Portmore.
From Portmore.
Yes.
You hear about the document of truth? You hear about that too?
Yes, I heard.
Yes.
What I would like, I would like to speak with someone from the embassy.
At the highest level, we have the Consul General
Okay.
and
Hello,
the
Elaine.
Deputy Consul
All
General.
right.
Yes.
Yes, what I'm asking, I have a visa. It will be up in April. So I would like to ask how long or early I should really apply for my visa again.
Hi, Elaine.
Yes.
So you have a 10-year visa and it's expiring in April?
It's going to expire in April 2015.
Anytime now, you could go ahead and apply to renew that.
Anytime now.
And again,
Okay.
if you check our website, it'll tell you specifically, since you're renewing a visa, follow the instructions for that. And I think we have a special appointment times for people who are renewing a visa. So,
all right, then. And can I get the website so that I could check with it?
Yeah. Kingston.
Now hold for me. You have your pen?
Yes, I have my pen.
You have your paper?
Yes, I have my paper too.
Just get right to and then you go wash your hand after that. And you just make sure make a note.
Okay. It's kingston.usembassy.
.usembassy.gov. That's it?
That's it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
All right,
And you have a wonderful day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
You see that bossy voice? I need to make you come join me on this program, you know.
Okay, I will.
Take care, all the
Mr.
best.
Darby.
Have a
Thank
wonderful
you.
day.
Bye-bye.
We're going to go for the break, and when we come back, we have a caller online. All right, we'll take that caller. Vernon Darby saying to you, stay with us. We have the Consul General Michael Schimmel with us from the U.S. Embassy, and also the Deputy Consul General Catherine Farrell. Soon come back. Don't move.
There's so many times.
Welcome back. You're listening to At Your Service here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media. It's Ask the Consul, and of course we have the Consul General Michael Schimmel and Deputy Consul General Catherine Farrell with us. Can you imagine? There's no need to ask your neighbor next door about U.S. Embassy matters. You have top people inside here. No, you call now. Don't go ask somebody across the fence. They might have bad minds and give wrong information. So you make sure you call here. Now, we have James on the line. James, how you do?
I'm good, Mr. Darby. I just want to ask the council a question.
Go ahead.
I have 2 kids with my wife, and my wife has a visa, my son has a visa, my daughter has a visa. And I went...
Sorry, before you continue, is it the radio you have playing in the background?
No, I'm far away from it.
Okay.
I went there 5 times and never succeeded. So I just asked him if they could tell me the reason why, because my wife visits, my son visits, my daughter visits, and I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm in a work. I'm working now, and I'm 49 years old, and I never get through with a visa.
All right, hold for, okay, just listen.
So Catherine's telling me I should take that one for some reason. So James, I'm sorry to hear you've been refused 5 times. That must be very frustrating. When was the last time you came to the embassy?
Well, I would have to check, but I think about 3 to about 4 years now.
You know, in 3 or 4 years, a lot has probably changed in your life, and I would guess, especially since you just described employment, etc., and law-abiding status, I would guess most of the changes have been for the better. I would suggest you consider reapplying and bring with you the evidence of your wife's travel, your children's visas, etc. Because it's unusual for us to split a family. It's unusual. Usually if the several people in the household already have visas, the other applicants are one leg over the fence. We're that close to issuance because families tend to experience things together. We want you all to go together because that way you'll spend even more money in the United States. So certainly we would like to see you qualify. So again, as the next opportunity for travel approaches, you could certainly consider reapplying. Go to the website to make sure that you have everything in order. And we hope that you get through. It's a very frustrating thing to have to be told no 5 times.
Yes, because I'm wondering why.
Where are you calling from? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Afghanistan Road. I'm at
Okay, very good. No, by all means, please review our website, and I hope that you consider reapplying and bring with you all of the information that attests to what you described today. Okay?
Okay, have a wonderful day, sir. All the best.
Thanks.
Okay, we have now Marjorie. Good morning, Marjorie. How are you?
Pleasant good morning, Mr. Darby. Fancy talking to you. It's a pleasure.
It's good to have you.
I have a very, very good, concern. I went to the embassy on Tuesday because my daughter's father died in the U.S. and they wanted me to attend the funeral on Saturday. I went to an agency and they made the arrangements, and my appointment was 7 o'clock on Tuesday. I went there just before 6:30, and they looked at my document and put me to sit on a bench. And for a long while, and when I saw that 7 o'clock had gone, I reminded the young lady that my appointment was 7 o'clock. She took my documents and my passport, went inside, and came back and said that my appointment was the 13th of next January. And I said, no, it couldn't be because my appointment is for today, the 2nd of December. And she took the appointment, took it back inside, and they said, well, they have to call overseas to verify. They asked what agent I use. I told them. They asked if there was any other person have access to my email. I said I didn't have an email, but somebody else's email was there that I was authorized to use. The long and short of it is that after a while, they came back and told me, after spending all the day there until 12:30, they told me that my visa, that I had to leave, go home, and then they would call me. They called me at 4 o'clock and told me that somebody had gone into the system and canceled my appointment from the 27th of November, which the Thursday. Now, the Thursday was the 29th, and I really don't understand what is going on. I really want to go.
All right, hold for a minute.
Listen, Vernon, when something happens like this, obviously some missteps were taken in one place or another.
Yes.
Marjorie, we can't resolve this over this conversation, but if you can get to an email and send us a message, just refer to the radio program, and we'll look into the case and do our best to attend to the circumstances. We're very sorry about the loss of your daughter's father. We hope we can accommodate the situation. But please, send us an email to Kingston NIV at state, S-T-A-T-E, .gov, G-O-V, as in Victor, okay?
Kingston NIV.
Correct. At state, S-T-A-T-E, .gov. Yes, state.gov, G-O-V.
G-O-V.
G-O-V. G as in good, O as in over, V as in Victor.
Repeat again, please.
Kingston, the city of Kingston, followed by the 3 letters N as in Norman, I as in immigration, V as in Victor, at state, state.gov. And we'll do our best to accommodate your circumstances. I'm very sorry for the missteps.
And be sure,
thank you very much.
Marjorie, be sure to include that you spoke with us on the radio this morning, so we'll catch it early.
I'm preparing a letter of appeal. I don't know.
Okay, we'll look into it.
Just send that letter to the email.
Yeah.
Send it through the email. Yeah, that's more immediate. We'll try to get on it today.
Okay.
Okay, sorry for what's happened, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
All right, have a wonderful day. All right, let's now go to Camille. Good morning, Camille. Sorry, Marcia. Marcy, how you doing? Why am I changing your name?
I don't know.
I'll prevent you from getting your visa. Can't give a different name. I get you into trouble.
Oh, my.
Yes, go ahead.
Good morning. I am just
Good morning.
checking out because my husband's sister filed for him some years ago, and then we got married in 2010. So I'm wondering, when his papers do come out, will I be able to go with him?
Oh, hi, Marcia.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Hi. So it's your husband's sister who filed, correct?
Yeah.
And that was before you were married to your husband?
Right.
Okay. Probably the easiest thing to do, I don't know, how long has it been since she filed? Do you know?
She filed for him in 2003.
Okay, so you probably have a little bit of a wait to go. So the thing to do now would be, you could even ask your sister-in-law to contact. Your case is probably still being held in the U.S. at the National Visa Center. We wouldn't have it here yet.
Right, because what happened is he had gotten a letter from them to say that he should send to say if his status has changed.
Right.
So he did that with my name and everything on it and sent back.
Okay. So then you've done what you need to do at this point to update your file. When the time comes closer for his case to be ready for interview, you'll get more communications telling you what to do. And at that point, you should be included and you'll be filling out a visa application also.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, then.
Thank you for calling. You have a wonderful day. All right, let's see now who we have on the line. Is that Camille?
Yes, good morning.
Camille, how good to have you. Go right ahead.
Okay, my question is, I went to the embassy in July. I have traveled twice before. Wanted to visit my aunt in this December. However, I was told that I was not working long enough and did not leave school long enough. I don't really understand really what that is, because they say you should be working and all of that. I was working. I finished my degree last year, but then they're saying I haven't finished long enough or working long enough. So how long should you be working to get a visa, and how long should you have left school to be able to access a visa?
Let me try to answer you, Camille, and you're probably not going to be fully satisfied with this answer because it's not going to be as specific as you'd like. Actually, we just had a column in the Observer that tried to advise people who had once been denied a visa how long they might wait until they present again. And in that column,
I wasn't denied before July, no.
No, exactly. I understand. That you traveled twice before certainly was considered by the officer, so it was probably a very close decision about whether you still qualified or not. But in any case, usually the officer is looking for some establishment of strong ties, professional or educational, family ties you probably already have, and for whatever reason in July he didn't see them, he or she didn't see them. So how long should you wait? You should wait until you think you have a picture that's a little clearer. Maybe you have employment now that you didn't have in July. Maybe you have a different educational path. But there is no specific time. It's already been 6 months or so. You might think of applying for this summer if you have travel plans, but I would think that you'd want to review carefully what's different today from July, because if there is no difference, then the new officer, because it'll be somebody different, might see the same picture as the previous officer. Does that make it any clearer?
So even if I'm still working, because it's just a time span I wanted to know, because if I've been working, I left school. I was wondering what really would be the time span then to working and going to school. How long should I be working? Should I be working at least a year?
That's probably good advice. Again, we can't tell you it has to be a year, but most jobs, they begin to appear more stable and predictable after a year or so. A lot of times your first year you're on probation, for example. So you might think of it that way, maybe towards the end of a year. But again, there is no specific time frame. The fact that you traveled twice before is very important. That's very helpful. I'd bring that up in the interview, make sure the officer is aware of that. I'm sure you probably did, but you'd bring it up again. Yeah, and you could say as well that you talked over the radio. You think that some of the things in your application should be considered more closely. And the fact that you've been at this same job for that much longer certainly argues in your favor. It's all a question of the officer's interpretation of your stability. So you have to make a presentation in your most confident manner. And the fact that you've traveled previously is a very important consideration because it shows that you did use the visa correctly in the past. So good luck, and I hope you give it every possible consideration.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. Thank you, Camille.
Thank you very much for calling. I'm going to go for the break right now. You're listening to At Your Service here on Nationwide 90 FM.
Yeah,
our very special guests, Michael Schimmel, Consul General, and Deputy Consul General Catherine Farrell. First time on this program. Hope to have you back again soon, right? Let's go for the break. Mike, can I say something?
Oh, are we coming back after the break?
Yes, we will not have much time, but right after the break. All right, soon come back. Don't move. Welcome back. You're listening to At Your Service here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media. We probably only have about 3 more minutes left on Ask the Consul. Our guests are Deputy Consul General Catherine Farrell and Consul General Michael Schimmel. We have Christelle, right, on the line?
Yes, good morning.
What's that? What am I here on the line there, Christelle? What's happening there?
I have a baby in my hand.
Oh, my.
Can the baby talk?
No, she's only 8 months old today.
I was going to ask you to put the baby online.
Yeah. Sounds like a little one.
My question, good morning to you.
Good morning.
My question is, my husband's parents is filing for us, and our priority date is October 6, 2008.
Okay.
I spoke to one of your person on last week Monday on the program.
Okay.
And I was told that if they just reaching 2003, 2004 with that status that I've used as the husband being filed for my mother.
Okay.
So what could I go apply for a visa otherwise, or do I have to wait until that process has been through in another 4 years or 5 years?
Oh, you mean apply for a visitor visa now? Is that what you mean? Okay. We understand that many people do have immigrant visa cases on file, but that their number may be several years out, right?
Yeah.
And that in the meantime, you might have a need to travel for a short visit. So having that case already on file doesn't stop you from being able to apply for a short-term visa now. We would be looking at what you plan to do with the visa now. So you couldn't take it and go ahead and immigrate, but you could certainly apply for a visitor visa, and if you qualify, make short trips on that.
Oh, yeah, that's mainly the reason I'm asking, because my mother-in-law is sick in America.
Right.
She's been going through some
very good reason to travel.
Right.
And we'd really love to go and see, what's happening, because when the family came in, but she couldn't come because she had to use oxygen on the flight to come in.
Right.
So she couldn't come.
Oh,
okay. So we're wondering if we could go try, just for a stint to see what's happening, and then we could wait further.
You can certainly apply, and just be prepared to explain to the officer why this is going to be a short visit now. Okay?
Yes, okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. Have a wonderful day. And I want to say special thanks to Catherine Farrell for being here, Deputy Consul General. And you will not get your visa to come back on this program unless you can chat more part on this program.
I'll come prepared next time, okay?
Well, I know that the Consul General Michael Schimmel, he has his... resident, right?
Wow, you're too kind.
He knows his pastor. Thank you very much, Michael Schimmel, for being here today. For being here today. For being here today.